Best price action indicators on TradingView that every trader should know. Let's begin with support and resistance levels. The first indicator that I want to introduce is support and resistance by Ahmed Nakib, which is a very helpful support and resistance indicator that shows significant support and resistance levels on the chart. This indicator draws basic support and resistance levels by the help of pivot points, and besides helping with support and resistance levels, it will also help with identifying trends. For example, when you see the market is making lower resistance levels, in other words lower highs and lower lows, so you know that this is a downtrend. The next indicator is support and resistance zone, this one, which is written by GSanson66. This indicator is similar to the first indicator, but here the support and resistance levels are shown in the form of a zone, which in practice it makes more sense to consider support and resistance as a zone, not a single line, because the price would react around a level, not just exactly at the line. That's why it's always recommended to draw a zone instead of line. Experienced traders know this fact very well, and even if they draw a line, they consider a zone around the line. This indicator is a perfect choice if you want to have support and resistance levels in the form of a zone on your chart. And the next indicator is volume-based support and resistance zones, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Tommy F1001. Alright, as you can see, the support and resistance levels are drawn on the chart in the form of a zone in different colors. This indicator is one of the best support and resistance indicators that you can find on TradingView platform. It calculates the support and resistance zones based on high volume at fractal lows or fractal highs, and this helps you to identify levels that are more significant. In other words, market participants showed more reaction to those levels, and one excellent feature of this indicator is that it doesn't only draw support and resistance levels for the current chart time frame, but also for another 3 higher time frames. Here in the settings of the indicator, you can define what time frames you're interested for having support and resistance zones on those time frames, and they are accordingly labeled here on the chart. For example, this is a resistance level from daily time frame, and this is a resistance level from 4 hours time frame. This is a very helpful indicator for support and resistance because it helps you to analyze support and resistance levels on multiple time frames, but all in one place at your current chart time frame. And it also considers volume for drawing these support and resistance zones, so you can be sure that these are the levels that market participants showed more reaction around the levels. The next indicator is a trend indicator, Trend Lines version 2, which is written by Lonesome the Blue. This is a very basic trend indicator that draws the most recent trend line on the chart. There is also another trend indicator, this one, Trend Line, written by Omid BNB, which I recommend you to use both of them together, so you will have a better sense of trends in the market by having trend lines on different angles depending on the current direction of the market. These indicators are very useful when you want to identify the current trend of the market, because by identifying higher lows or lower highs, which is in this case, it effectively helps you with identifying trends and drawing trend lines. The next indicator is related to candlestick patterns. The first one I recommend is this one, All Candlestick Patterns, which is a built-in indicator on TradingView platform. This indicator automatically shows different types of candles and candlestick patterns on the chart. Here in the settings of the indicator, as you can see, we have a large list of different types of candlestick patterns, which you can choose the ones that you need, and the indicator will show it to you whenever those patterns are formed on the chart. Another candlestick indicator that I recommend is this one, Candlestick Patterns Identified, which is written by Repo32. This is also a similar indicator to the other one, which here in the settings of the indicator, here in the Style tab, we have a list of some popular and more commonly used candlestick patterns, which you can choose the ones that you need, and the indicator will automatically show them for you whenever they are formed on the chart. The next price action indicator I recommend is Wedge and Flag Finder, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Trendoscope. This indicator is a very helpful indicator that helps you in identifying wedge patterns and flag patterns, which are popular patterns among price action traders. There is also another indicator, Flag and Pennants, this one written by same author, Trendoscope, which is specifically designed for flag and pennant patterns. This indicator is a good choice if you are focused on these two patterns, which are used for catching explosive movements of the market, especially on shorter time frames. The next price action indicator is head and shoulders pattern. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Vicky Ra. This indicator helps you with identifying head and shoulders pattern, which is a very popular indicator for identifying reversal points of the market. If you use this pattern in your trading strategy, this indicator can help you a lot in identifying head and shoulders pattern on the chart. In this video, I introduced 10 price action indicators on TradingView platform that all of them are free and they can help you a lot if you are using a price action strategy for entering a trade in the market. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video and good luck with your trading.